Get It Girl. I'm your host, Natasha, and today I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Artifacts, and a very, very special guest, a top fashion model herself, an actress, and now the model educator with Agent, the fastest growing model platform in the world, and the first one on implementing new technologies to protect models from predators. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Laila Elguinda, we'll give you a little hand.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, before we talk about Agent, let's talk about your own modeling experience. How did you get started?
Sure. Well, when I was young, I would always be approached by scouts and things, and my dad is Egyptian, and he was like, "You're never going to do that."
Yeah.
When I turned 18, I wanted to try, and so that's kind of how I got started. I walked into Ford Models, and I was like, "I want to try this," and along the way, I would always hear no, people telling me, "No, I don't think you'll be, a model in New York," or "I don't think you'll be able to do this type of modeling," or "I don't think you'll be able to go to Paris and do Fashion Week." And every time I heard that no, I was like, watch me, I'm gonna do it. So
that's the best answer. You let that fuel your career.
And it's so interesting because I hear these stories all the time. I got these stories, I'm sure you too, and so many girls, they step in and it's like, no, and then you start working and then you're like,
see?
Yeah, I did. Okay, remember when you told me no?
No comments, I'm just gonna be quiet and just
Oh my God, that's too funny. So, the modeling industry, though, it has its downsides, right? We all know. Why do you think it has such a reputation of being kind of sketchy?
I think it has to do a lot with the power dynamic. People who want to become models, they're dreamers, they're artists. You kind of have this dream of Hollywood or fame, and you're kind of willing to do whatever it takes. You're a passionate, open person. Maybe you're not as well educated in business and things like that. And then you have these people in charge of the agencies and brands who see that. And there's a lot of, you start very young, and there hasn't really been any sort of place for models to go to get real information or accurate information or any sort of standards where it's like, okay, this is the path, this is how it should go.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're trying to build at Agent,
Yeah. So how specifically does Agent help with that? What types of tools do you guys teach?
Basically, we're trying to let the model have a place where they can run their own career, but with guidance, with protections. We background check all the clients. We never tell anyone no. We don't have any size or height or kind of requirements that a traditional agency might.
Yeah.
And we provide them with educational tools. They're in charge of their portfolio. Any, sort of questions they might have, we field them. We have resources out there for them. So we're trying to be this place where we set a new standard. It says, hey, models should be paid the same day they work. They should be respected. All the details should be transparent and provided up front. These are some of the things that just aren't the norm in the industry and never was when I was starting out.
So what was the response? What has been the response, and what is the response from all the agencies out there, like the fashion agencies?
We can talk about things that have happened in the industry. We all know these bad things happen. Models not being paid, being taken advantage of, the model houses, the promoters, sexual abuse, all of those things happen, right? But we, just talking about it doesn't do anything. We want to say, here are some solutions. And kind of say, this is a new standard we're trying to set, and we hope you follow us, and we hope the agencies, will listen and there are great agents out there. I've had my experience of great agents. I've had bad ones too. I'm not gonna lie, but it's one of those things where that's a chance that a model takes, right? You never know until you try. But if you have this place where you can start your career, you can book work with vetted clients, you'll be paid.
But another side of it too is you talked about solutions, and I think with the Me Too movement happening, you have the Epstein case that blew up, just all of these scary sexual type of situations. What are some solutions that you guys can give, especially for the younger models that maybe are not as grown and maybe not as confident to be able to take on some powerful, figure in their life?
We're always asking the clients, things that maybe they're not purposefully excluding, but things like, is there a lunch break? Who's going to be at the shoot? Are there, coffee breaks? Is the model going to have to change? If you're shooting in a park, where is she going to change? Those are all the questions that agencies don't ask. And we ask those. So we have, and even if the client, maybe they weren't thinking, oh yeah, where is the model going to change? Maybe they're not trying to make it, purposefully. But but that's a way of
details that you don't think of as a client or anything, and you don't get educated. Also, as a model, you believe that, oh, I just change here in the parking lot in front of everybody because this is how it is.
Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Right. But you know, it's about asking those questions, making the clients think about it as well. Then the model has all those details, and it's always up to them with us if they want to accept or decline an offer. So
thank you so much, Laila, for joining us. We have to move on,